Number 6. Bley Rectory, Essex. Often dubbed the most haunted house in England, Bley Rectory in Essex has become a focal point for paranormal enthusiasts. With tales of ghostly apparitions, mysterious sounds, and tragic history, Bley Rectory induces fear in the most hardened thrill seekers. Let's dive into the spine-chilling stories that haunt this legendary site. Bley Rectory was built in 1863 and served as a home for the local rectors. However, it very quickly gained a reputation for supernatural occurrences. Over the years, numerous reports of ghostly sightings, strange noises, and even poltergeist activity have led to its legendary status as a haunted house. One of the most famous spirits associated with Bley Rectory is that of a ghostly nun. Legend has it that this nun was in love with a local priest, but met a tragic end in the nearby woods. Many visitors have reported seeing her apparition roaming the grounds, often wearing a long white flowing habit. But it's not just the ghost of the nun that haunts the rectory. Many accounts of poltergeist activity have been reported here. Witnesses have reported objects moving on their own, disembodied voices, and the sound of footsteps in an otherwise empty room. The phenomena was so intense that they attracted the attention of paranormal investigators, including the famous researcher Harry Price. Another very eerie aspect of Bley Rectory is its haunted bells. Many visitors to Bley Rectory have reported hearing the sound of ringing bells. However, Bley Rectory doesn't have any bells. These mysterious sounds have been attributed to the restless spirits that seem to linger in the area. Over the years, Bley Rectory has become a hotspot for ghost hunters and paranormal investigators. They've used various equipment to capture evidence of the supernatural, and many claim to have experienced unexplained phenomena during their visits. Some have even captured EVPs, whispers and voices from beyond the grave. Although the original rectory was destroyed by fire in 1939, the ruins still attract those curious about its haunted history. If you're interested in the paranormal, a visit to Bley Rectory is an absolute must. Keep your eyes peeled and your camera ready. Who knows what you might experience. Kank Chase Military Camp. Kank Chase has a diverse history dating back to ancient times. It was once a royal hunting ground and has seen its fair share of conflict, particularly during the two world wars. The area is steeped in legend and folklore, with many stories passed down through generations. But with history often comes tragedy, and many believe that the spirits of the past still linger here. One of the most notorious locations is the Kank Chase Military Camp, which was established in World War I. Kank Chase Military Camp has more than its fair share of ghost stories. One of the most famous tales is the apparition of a soldier who is said to roam the grounds. According to local legends, during World War II, the camp was used as a training ground for soldiers. One night, a young soldier went missing during a training exercise. Despite extensive searches, his body was never found. It is believed that his spirit still remains in the area, wandering the camp in search of his comrades. Witnesses have reported seeing a figure in military uniform, often described as looking forlorn and lost. Some have claimed to hear the distant sounds of marching boots and whispered conversations, even when no one is around. Others have felt a sudden chill in the air, or have seen shadows moving in the corner of their vision. The stories surrounding Kank Chase military camp have made it a point of interest for paranormal enthusiasts and ghost hunters alike. The combination of its military history and the eerie atmosphere of the surrounding woods adds to the camp's haunting allure, leaving many to wonder what other secrets it might hold. Soldiers trained here before heading to the front lines, but sadly, many never returned. It's said that many of their restless spirits still roam the woods, searching for a sense of peace that eluded them in life. St. John the Baptist Church, Coventry. Our first destination today takes us to Coventry, England, to uncover the chilling tales surrounding St. John the Baptist Church. Built in the 14th century, St. John the Baptist is not only one of the oldest churches in Coventry, it's also one of the most significant. Its stunning architecture and rich history attract visitors from all over. However, beneath its beautiful facade lies a much darker past. Over the centuries, the church has witnessed countless events, from weddings to funerals, and even the turmoil of the British Civil War. But what truly sets it apart is the ghostly legends that have emerged throughout its long existence. Witnesses have reported numerous paranormal encounters within the church. Many claim to have seen a mysterious figure dressed in a long dark robe who often appears near the church altar. Some have speculated that this might just be the spirit of a former priest who dedicated his life to the church. Others have described hearing unexplained whispers, footsteps in the empty halls, and even the sound of a choir singing in the dead of night when nobody is there. Local legend has it that the church is built on ancient burial grounds, which may just explain the intense spiritual energy felt by many visitors. Some paranormal investigators have documented strange occurrences within the church, such as fluctuations in temperature and electromagnetic field. A ghost hunter was recently quoted as saying, "St. John the Baptist Church is steeped in history, and with that come stories of those who may have never truly left. The energy within this church is palpable, and many have experienced things here that they just can't quite explain." Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the haunting tales of St. John the Baptist Church add a layer of intrigue to its history. If you ever find yourself in Coventry, make sure you visit this enigmatic site. But be prepared. You might just encounter something otherworldly. Have you ever visited a haunted location? Share your experiences in the comment section down below. The Legend of the Grey Lady. Among the numerous tales of hauntings in Kank Chase, the legend of the Grey Lady stands out. This ghostly figure is said to wander the grounds of the chase. Often seen in a flowing grey dress, her face obscured by a veil. The Grey Lady of Kank Chase is one of the most famous ghost stories associated with the area, steeped in local folklore and history. According to legend, the Grey Lady is the spirit of a woman who wanders the grounds in a long grey gown in search of her lost children. The story goes that long ago the woman lived in a nearby village and was a devoted mother. One fateful day, her children went missing while playing in the woods of Kank Chase. The mother searched tirelessly for her children, scouring the grounds and calling their names, but the children were nowhere to be found. Heartbroken and distraught, she never gave up hope and continued searching day and night for her children. As time went on, the woman became a mere shadow of her former self, consumed by grief and guilt. It's said that she eventually perished in the woods, her spirit trapped in the place where she had searched for so long. To this day, the Grey Lady is said to roam the forests, her mournful presence felt by anybody who encounters her. Witnesses have reported seeing a figure dressed in grey gliding silently through the trees, accompanied by an inexplicable chill in the air. Some have described her as looking sorrowful, with a distant gaze, as if she is forever lost in her search for her children. Others have claimed to have heard a soft weeping, or the sound of a woman calling out for her loved ones. The legend of the Grey Lady has captured the imagination of locals and visitors alike, making Kank Chase a popular destination for ghost hunters and those curious about the paranormal. Her story serves as a haunting reminder of love, loss, and the enduring bond between a mother and her children, as she continues to search for them in the shadows of the woods. Next, we're taking you to the picturesque village of Hurley, England, home to one of the most famous haunted pubs in the country, the Old Bell. The Old Bell dates back to the 12th century, making it one of the oldest inns in England. Originally a coaching inn, the Old Bell has welcomed travellers for centuries. But with its rich history comes inevitable tales of the supernatural. Stories of ghostly encounters have circled for years, making this place a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts. There are numerous accounts of hauntings at the Old Bell. Patrons have reported seeing apparitions, hearing strange noises, and feeling sudden drops in temperature. Some believe the spirits are former guests who never checked out. One of the most famous spirits is that of the former innkeeper, said to roam the halls making sure everything is still in order. Some guests have claimed to have seen a shadowy figure watching them from the corners of the pub, only to disappear when approached. In recent years, ghost hunters have flocked to the Old Bell in droves, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal. Equipped with EMF meters and thermal cameras, they have recorded unexplained phenomena, including disembodied voices and flickering lights. A pub staff member was quoted as saying, "I've worked here for years, and there are some nights where you just know somebody is watching you. One time, late one night I was closing up. I could hear footsteps approaching from behind, but when I turned around, there was absolutely nobody there." For those brave enough to visit, the Old Bell offers not just a taste of history, but a chance to encounter the unexplained. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, the atmosphere is undeniably captivating. But what do you think? Is the Old Bell really haunted? Or are these just tales spun from its rich history? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. All Saints Church, Loughborough. All Saints Church in Loughborough is a site steeped in history and rumoured hauntings, with its origins dating back to the 13th century, has witnessed centuries of history. This magnificent structure, known for its stunning architecture and rich heritage, has also become a focal point for ghostly encounters. Originally built in a Gothic style, All Saints Church has undergone various renovations throughout the years. As a place of worship, it's been a gathering point for the local community. But it's the whispered tales of the paranormal that have intrigued many. Local legend has it that the church is haunted by a former vicar, who is said to roam the church grounds, keeping a watchful eye over his beloved congregation. Visitors have reported cold spots, flickering lights, and even the sound of footsteps echoing through the empty halls. There have been numerous sightings and experiences reported by both parishioners and visitors. One particularly chilling account comes from a family who claim to have seen a ghostly figure in clerical robes standing by the altar late at night. Paranormal investigation teams have also been drawn to All Saints Church, eager to uncover the truth behind these eerie tales. Many have conducted overnight vigils, capturing unexplained phenomena on camera, and recorded disembodied voices that appear to whisper secrets from the past. Visitors to the church often share their own spine-chilling experiences. Some describe an overwhelming feeling of being watched, while others have felt sudden drops in temperature, as if the very air around them is charged with supernatural energy. Whether you're a believer in the supernatural or a skeptic, the haunting tales of All Saints Church are truly captivating. With its rich history and eerie reputation, it's a must-visit for anybody intrigued by the paranormal. If you enjoyed this exploration of All Saints Church, leave your own experiences in the comment section down below. Number 9. Sudley Castle, Gloucestershire. Sudley Castle dates back to the 15th century and has a rich history filled with royalty, battles, and intrigue. It was once the home of Queen Catherine Parr, the last wife of King Henry VIII. But, beyond its historical significance, Sudley Castle is said to be a hotspot of paranormal activity. First on our list is the spirit of Catherine Parr herself. Legend has it that her ghost roams the castle, particularly in the gardens where she loved spending her time. Visitors have reported feeling a sudden chill, and even catching glimpses of a woman dressed in white. The most famous ghost here is known as the White Lady. Some believe that she is the ghost of Catherine Parr herself, while others believe that she is a different lady altogether, a former resident who suffered a tragic fate. Witnesses claim to see her drifting through the gardens, her presence felt as a soft whisper in the air. But Catherine isn't the only spirit that haunts Sudley. There are tales of a phantom horseman often seen riding through the castle grounds, as well as strange sounds echoing through the castle at night. Doors slamming, footsteps heard in an empty room, and even the sound of a child laughing. Paranormal investigators have made Sudley Castle a frequent stop on their ghost hunting tours. They use various tools to capture evidence of the supernatural, and some have reported EVPs, capturing voices and whispers that seem to come from nowhere. If you're brave enough to visit Sudley Castle, keep your eyes peeled for any spectral signs. Guided tours are available, and who knows, you might just encounter one of its famous ghosts yourself. The Mermaid Inn, East Sussex. For the first destination on our list, we dive into the mystical waters of East Sussex, where folklore and ghostly tales intertwine. Join me as I explore the haunting of the Mermaid Inn. The legend of the mermaid dates back to the 18th century and is centred around the infamous Mermaid Inn in Rye, East Sussex. But who was she, and what led to her haunting? According to local law, a sailor fell in love with a beautiful mermaid whilst out at sea. He promised to return for her, but tragedy struck. Heartbroken and devastated, she is said to have perished in the waves, searching for her long-lost love. Over the years, visitors and staff at the Mermaid Inn have reported strange occurrences. From unexplained cold spots to the sound of a woman singing softly in the night, the spirit of the mermaid continues to captivate those who stay. One ghost hunter said, "I've spent many nights at the Mermaid Inn, and I've felt a presence that I just can't explain. The Mermaid Inn itself has a rich history dating back to the 12th century. It has served as a meeting place for smugglers, and its walls have witnessed countless stories. But the tale of the mermaid adds an ethereal layer to its charm. The Mermaid Inn has seen it all. Its connection to the sea and tales of mermaids are deeply ingrained in its local culture. Today, the Mermaid Inn attracts visitors not only for its hospitality, but also for its haunted reputation. Ghost tours and folklore walks offer a glimpse into the enchanting but eerie world of the Mermaid Inn. One tourist said, "We came here hoping to catch a glimpse of the supernatural. The stories really add to the atmosphere. It's just like stepping back in time." The haunting of the Mermaid Inn, East Sussex, is a tale of love, loss, and lingering spirits. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the legend continues to inspire and intrigue. So, if you ever find yourself in East Sussex, just remember to listen closely to the waves. You might just hear the haunting call of a mermaid. The Pigman. The story of the Pigman of Kank Chase is one of the more unusual and chilling stories associated with this mysterious area. According to local lore, the Pigman is said to be a grotesque creature, part man and part pig, roaming the woods at night, instilling fear in anyone who encounters him. The origins of the Pigman story vary, but one of the more popular versions suggests that he was a farmer who lived on the outskirts of Kank Chase. Obsessed with his pigs, he reportedly started to exhibit strange behaviour, spending more and more time with them, and eventually losing touch with humanity. Over time, he is said to have transformed into a creature neither fully human nor fully animal, cursed to wander the woods in a half-pig, half-man form. Witnesses claim that the Pigman is often spotted in the dead of night, lurking among the trees of Kank Chase. Descriptions of the creature vary, but most agree that he has a grotesque face that resembles that of a pig, with sharp teeth and wild unkempt hair. Those who have encountered him report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, as if they're being watched. One particularly chilling account comes from a group of friends who decided to camp one night in Kank Chase. In the middle of the night, they heard rustling in the bushes and the sound of footsteps approaching their tent. As they appeared just outside their tent, they were met with the horrifying sight of the Pigman staring from the tree line, his eyes glowing in the darkness. Terrified, the friends quickly packed their things and fled the area, convinced that they had just narrowly escaped a terrifying fate. The legend of the Pigman has become a cautionary tale in the local community, warning people to be wary of the woods at night. Many believe that he still roams Kank Chase, forever trapped in his monstrous form, a haunting reminder of the fine line between humanity and the wild. The Pigman story adds to the rich tapestry of ghostly lore surrounding Kank Chase, making it a source of intrigue and fear for those who dare to explore its depths. Number 4. The Ancient Ram Inn, Gloucestershire. With a history that dates back over 800 years, the ancient Ram Inn in Gloucestershire is one of England's most haunted locations. This inn has witnessed countless ghostly encounters and dark legends. Let's uncover the eerie stories that lurk within its walls. Over the centuries, it has functioned as an inn, a coaching house, and even a place for travellers seeking shelter. Its long history is steeped in mystery, making it a prime location for ghostly encounters. One of the most haunted areas of the ancient Ram Inn is its staircase. Many visitors have reported feeling an unsettling presence while climbing the stairs, with some even claiming to have been touched by an unseen force. The staircase is often described as having a heavy atmosphere, as if the spirits of those who once inhabited the inn are still watching. Among the spirits that haunt the inn, one of the most well known is that of the former landlord, who is said to still oversee his beloved establishment. Guests have reported seeing his apparition in the bar area, often accompanied by the strong smell of pipe tobacco. Many have claimed to have felt his presence, as if he is still ensuring that everything is in order. Another really chilling story revolves around what is known as the Witch's Room. This room is said to have been the site of dark rituals, and the presence of a witch who lived in the area. Visitors have reported hearing strange chanting, feeling sudden cold spots, and have even experienced vivid nightmares during their stay. The room is infamous for its unsettling energy. The ancient Ram Inn is also well known for its poltergeist activity. Staff and guests have reported objects moving on their own, doors opening and slamming shut, and strange noises echoing through the halls. Some have even claimed to have seen furniture rearranged overnight, as if the spirits are playing tricks on the living. The inn has attracted numerous paranormal investigations over the years, all eager to capture evidence of the supernatural. Many have reported EVPs, unexplained voices on their recordings, and strange anomalies in their photographs. The ancient Ram Inn continues to be a hotspot for those interested in the paranormal. If you're one of those intrigued by the supernatural, a visit to the ancient Ram Inn is an unforgettable experience. Whether you're looking for a ghostly encounter or simply want to enjoy the historic atmosphere, this inn offers a unique glimpse into the past. Just be prepared for the unexpected. The final destination on our list gives us a look into the spooky side of history as we explore the hauntings and ghostly tales from the Bell Inn, Aston Clinton. Are you ready to discover the mysteries that lurk within its walls? The Bell Inn, a historic pub established in the 17th century, has long been a favourite spot for locals and travellers alike. But beneath its charming facade lies a much darker side, filled with stories of ghostly encounters and strange happenings. Over the years, many patrons have reported eerie encounters. Some have felt sudden drops in temperature, while others claim to have seen shadowy figures moving about in the inn. One particular customer stated,
"I was sitting by the fireplace when I felt a sudden cold breeze pass right through me. It was as if somebody was walking past, but there was nobody there."
Another regular patron shared their own spine-chilling experience.
"I swear I saw a woman in old-fashioned clothing standing at the other end of the bar, but when I blinked, she disappeared."
The innkeeper also has a few stories of paranormal encounters to share.
"We have a few regulars that come in just to hear the stories. I have a few stories of my own. Once, I was cleaning up the empty dining room when I could hear footsteps walking around inside the room. There was nobody else there."
The innkeeper believes that these spirits are connected to the history of the building itself, possibly lingering due to unfinished business, or just an attraction to the place. Our area, for instance, is known for its unusual disturbances, like glasses moving on their own, or whispers heard when no one's around. A paranormal investigator was quoted as saying,
"We've conducted many investigations here. The atmosphere is palpable to say the least. There is definitely something supernatural at play."
hauntings may very well be linked to the inn's tumultuous past. From being a coaching inn to the site of local gatherings, it has seen its fair share of sorrow and joy. Some believe that the spirits of travellers and locals who once frequented the inn still linger here. The Bell Inn isn't just a place to enjoy a pint, it's a haven for ghost stories and supernatural experiences. If you're feeling brave, why not visit the Old Bell Inn and see if you encounter one of its resident spirits. St. Augustine's Church, Kent. Nestled in the heart of Kent, England, lies a historical gem, shrouded in mystery and whispers of the past, St. Augustine's Church. Known for its stunning architecture and rich history, this church is also home to supernatural tales that date back centuries. Founded way back in the 6th century, St. Augustine's Church has witnessed countless historical events and changes. From its original construction to the various restorations over the years, the church stands as a testament to time. But with history comes the echoes of the spirits of those who once walked its aisles. Visitors and locals alike have reported strange occurrences within the church. From flickering lights to unexplained cold spots, the church has become a hotspot for ghostly encounters. Many have claimed to have seen the apparition of a cloaked figure wandering the grounds. Some believe this to be the ghost of a former monk who once dedicated his life to the church. A local historian reported there are numerous accounts of paranormal activity at St. Augustine's Church. One of the most notable is the sound of chanting that can reportedly be heard late at night, echoing throughout the nave. This has led many to believe that the spirits of monks continue their prayers even in the afterlife. Many visitors have reported a feeling of being watched, feeling that they are not alone. Some have even claimed to have had personal interactions with the spirits lingering within the church. One visitor said,
"I came here to visit one evening, and as I stood by the altar, I felt a rush of cold air brush past me. It was as if somebody had walked directly behind me, but as I turned around, there was absolutely nobody there. It was chilling, yet fascinating. I was terrified, but intrigued at the same time."
St. Augustine's Church is more than just a place of worship. It's a portal to the past, where history and the supernatural intertwine. Whether you're a believer in the paranormal or a curious skeptic, the stories surrounding this church are sure to send a shiver down your spine. So the next time you visit Kent, be sure to take the time to visit St. Augustine's Church. Who knows what secrets might be waiting for you within its ancient walls? What are your thoughts? Is there any truth to the hauntings of St. Augustine's Church? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating stories from the world of the supernatural. The third pub on our list takes us to Wales, as we dive into the eerie history of one of Wales' most haunted locations, the Skirrid Mountain Inn. With origins dating back to the 11th century, this inn has seen its fair share of ghostly activity. So grab a seat and join me as I uncover the chilling tales that make this place a hotspot for paranormal activity. The Skirrid Mountain Inn is not just a cosy place to stay. It's a building steeped in history. Originally used as a court where many were sentenced to death, legends claim that over 180 people were hanged here. This dark past has contributed to its reputation as one of the most haunted inns in Britain. The inn itself has witnessed countless tragedies over the centuries. The spirits of those who met their fate within these walls are said to linger, seeking justice, or perhaps just peace. Guests and staff at the Skirrid Mountain Inn have reported incidents of paranormal activity, from unexplained footsteps echoing in empty corridors, to sudden drops in temperature. The ghostly tales are abundant here. One guest who stayed at the inn was reported as saying,
I was staying in one of the rooms when I felt an overwhelming sense of dread. I could hear whispers, but nobody was there. It was absolutely chilling.
one of the most famous legends at the Skirrid Mountain Inn is that of the Hanged Man. It's said that the spirit of a man who was executed at the inn still roams the grounds, searching for closure. Guests have reported seeing a shadowy figure hanging around the bar area, and some even swear they felt a cold hand on their shoulder. Some intriguing evidence has been captured during investigations, including EVPs of a male voice which appears to be asking for help. It's abundantly clear that the past still has a grip on the Skirrid Mountain Inn. St. Nicholas Cathedral, Newcastle. For our second haunted church, we're diving into the history of one of Newcastle's most iconic landmarks, St. Nicholas Cathedral. Join us as we explore the ghostly encounters and eerie tales that haunt this historic site. St. Nicholas Cathedral, built in the 14th century, stands tall in the heart of Newcastle. Its magnificent architecture and towering lantern spire make it a truly stunning sight. But beneath its beauty lies a very dark past. The spirits of a vicar, a knight, a murdered woman, and Scottish prisoners are all said to linger within the stone walls of St. Nicholas Cathedral. Disembodied cries have been heard throughout the cathedral, though the source of the pained moans can never quite be determined. The sounds simply seem to reverberate around the cathedral. Many believe that the cries belong to the restless souls of the Scottish prisoners who lost their lives within the church walls over 350 years ago. During its long existence, the cathedral has witnessed countless events, from weddings to wars, and with these events come the inevitable stories of the supernatural. One of the most famous ghost stories associated with St. Nicholas Cathedral is the spectre of a former vicar. Locals claim to have seen his apparition wandering the church grounds, often at dusk. Witnesses describe him as a shadowy figure, wearing traditional Catholic robes, looking lost in thought. The local historian stated, "The vicar was well known for his devotion and dedication to the cathedral and the local community. It's speculated that he can't rest. He feels a deep connection to the cathedral, even after death." Visitors to St. Nicholas Cathedral have reported strange occurrences, like flickering lights, sudden drops in temperature, and the feeling of being watched. Some have even claimed to have heard footsteps and whispers echoing within the empty nave. A regular visitor to the church shared their own experience. "I was alone in the church, just having some time to reflect. It was totally silent, but then from over by the altar, I swear I heard someone call my name. It sent a chill down my spine. Another attendee was quoted as saying, "I was in the middle of prayer when I noticed suddenly the atmosphere felt really heavy. I definitely felt like I wasn't alone. Maybe the rumours about the cathedral being haunted are true after all." Another legend surrounding St. Nicholas Cathedral is that of the cathedral bell. It's said that on quiet nights you can hear the bell tolling, even when it hasn't been rung. Some believe it's a warning of impending doom, or just a signal from the spirit world. Many have tried to capture evidence of this phenomenon, but it remains elusive, adding to the cathedral's mystery. To explore these haunting tales further, a local paranormal investigation team spent some time within the cathedral. They used EMF detectors, audio recording devices, and night vision cameras where they captured some interesting footage. If you've ever experienced anything strange at St. Nicholas Cathedral, or at any other church for that matter, let us know in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you're enjoying the video so far. Number 3. Pluckley Village. Pluckley Village in Kent is often referred to as the most haunted village in England. With a rich history and numerous ghostly legends, Pluckley Village is a hotspot for paranormal investigators and curious explorers alike. Join me as we uncover the chilling tales that haunt this quaint little village. Pluckley Village has a history that dates back over 1,000 years. With its picturesque cottages and its beautiful countryside, it's really hard to imagine that this charming locale could be home to such haunting ghost stories. From tragic deaths to infamous hauntings, the village's past is steeped in mystery. One of the most famous spirits said to haunt Pluckley is that of the school headmaster. Witnesses have reported encountering a shadowy figure, often accompanied by the sound of footsteps echoing through the halls. Another haunting tale involves the White Lady of Pluckley. According to local law, she was a woman whose life ended tragically whilst she was searching for her lost child. Many villagers have claimed to have seen her apparition wandering through the woods dressed in a long white gown, searching for her beloved child. Her sorrowful presence leaves an eerie feeling in the air. Pluckley is also said to be haunted by the ghost of a highwayman. This notorious figure was known for robbing travellers on the roads of the surrounding villages. Locals claim to have seen his ghostly figure lurking in the shadows, and some have even reported hearing the sounds of galloping hooves leaving in the night. One of the more modern ghost stories from Pluckley involves that of a mysterious hitchhiker. Drivers passing through the village have reported picking up a ghostly passenger, who suddenly disappears from the back seat before reaching their destination. This enigmatic presence leads to the village's haunting reputation, and leaves many wondering who this ghostly traveller might be. Pluckley Village is a popular destination for ghost tours, where guides share chilling stories and lead visitors to reportedly haunted locations. Many paranormal investigators have also flocked to the village, all eager to capture evidence of the supernatural. Some have reported strange occurrences, such as cold spots and unexplained noises during their visits. If you're fascinated by the paranormal, a trip to Pluckley Village is an absolute must. Whether you want to explore the haunting tales or simply enjoy the beautiful scenery, this village offers a unique blend of history and mystery.
The Haunting of St. Mary's Church, Whittlesea.
Our third location has drawn us into the spine-chilling history of St. Mary's Church in Whittlesea, a place steeped in tales of the supernatural and mysterious occurrences. So, grab your candles and let's explore the haunting of St Mary's. St Mary's Church, a stunning example of medieval architecture, dates back to the 14th century. Nestled in the heart of Whittlesea, this church has been a place of worship for centuries. But what belies its beautiful facade are stories of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena. There have been numerous accounts of ghostly sightings over the years. People have reported seeing shadowy figures walking the aisles at night. One of the most famous legends is that of a former church priest who is said to roam the grounds. Witnesses claim they felt a cold presence and heard echoing voices within the nave. Others have experienced strange phenomena, like flickering lights and the feeling of being watched. Some even claim to have received messages from beyond. Over the years, several paranormal investigations have occurred at St Mary's. Ghost hunters have used EMF detectors, spirit boxes, and infrared cameras to capture evidence of the paranormal. One paranormal investigator stated,
We've recorded some unexplainable sounds, and even caught what looks to be an apparition on camera. This place definitely has a lot of paranormal energy.
several individuals have come forward with their own recollections of encounters at St Mary's Church. Here are some of their chilling stories. I was alone in the church one evening, setting up for a service, when I suddenly felt a cold breeze and heard footsteps coming from behind me. I turned around, fully expecting somebody to be approaching from behind, but there was absolutely nobody there. During a night tour, I saw a shadowy figure move across the altar. It really sent shivers down my spine. I couldn't explain it. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories surrounding St Mary's Church in Whittlesea are truly captivating. The historic site continues to draw in visitors, intrigued by its haunted past and the mysteries it holds. Have you ever visited St Mary's Church, Whittlesea? Share your experiences in the comment section down below.
The Phantom of Kank Chase. Another well-known spirit associated with Kank Chase is that of a phantom soldier. The Phantom of Kank Chase is one of the most intriguing ghost stories associated with this mysterious area. This tale revolves around a ghostly figure that is often described as a shadowy, tall man dressed in a ragged, dark coat, who appears suddenly in the woods, then vanishes just as quickly. According to local legend, the phantom is believed to be the spirit of a soldier who met a tragic fate in the area, possibly during the turbulent times of World War II. Some versions of the story suggest that he was a sentry who lost his life during a training exercise or an accident, while others speculate that he may have been a victim of the war itself. Witnesses have reported seeing the phantom wandering along the paths and among the trees, usually at dusk or during foggy nights. Those who have encountered him describe a feeling of unease as he walks silently, seemingly searching for something or someone. His presence is often accompanied by an eerie silence that envelops the surroundings, making everything feel still and heavy. A particularly chilling encounter was reported by a group of friends who decided to walk Kank Chase late at night. As they walked deeper into the woods, they noticed a figure standing in between the trees, watching them. Initially, thinking it was another person, the group approached, only to find that the figure had no discernible features and seemed to shimmer in and out of sight. The friends felt a cold breeze and an overwhelming sense of dread, prompting them to turn back. However, when they looked back over their shoulders, the figure had disappeared. The phantom of Kank Chase has become a source of fascination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. Many believe that he is still searching for peace, forever bound to the woods where he met his untimely end, adding to the rich tapestry of ghostly lore that surrounds Kank Chase.
Before we reveal our number one haunted location in England, please tap the like button and subscribe to the channel for a feast of grim and grisly content. Number 1. The Tower of London. With a history that spans over 1,000 years, the Tower of London is one of the most iconic and haunted locations in the entire world. This fortress has seen its fair share of tragedy, betrayal, and ghostly encounters. Join me as we uncover the chilling tales that haunt the Tower of London. The Tower of London was founded by William the Conqueror in 1066 and has served various roles throughout history, from royal palace to prison and, of course, execution site. The tower's dark past is filled with stories of those who were imprisoned, tortured, and eventually executed within its walls, laying the groundwork for its many ghostly legends. One of the most famous spirits said to haunt the tower is, of course, that of Anne Boleyn. The second wife of King Henry VIII, Anne Boleyn was executed here in 1536. Many visitors have reported seeing her ghostly figure wandering the grounds, often described as headless, wearing a flowing white gown. Her tragic story continues to resonate, as she is often seen by the site of her very own execution. Another haunting tale involves the mysterious disappearance of the two princes, Edward V and his brother Richard. The young boys were imprisoned in the tower and were believed to have been murdered. Witnesses have reported hearing the sounds of children playing and crying near the bloody tower where they were last seen, adding to the chilling atmosphere of the site. The tower is also home to the ghost of the White Lady, often thought to be the spirit of Lady Jane Grey, the 9-day Queen. Executed at the tower in 1554, her ghost is said to roam the gardens, searching for peace. Visitors have reported feeling a cold breeze and seeing a flicker of white in their peripheral vision as they walk through the area. The Tower of London is guarded by the yeoman warders, also known as the Beefeaters, who have their own ghostly tales. Some have reported feeling a sense of unease while patrolling the beheading chamber, where many notable figures met their untimely end. The sounds of distant whispers and the feeling of being watched have left guards and visitors alike feeling on edge. In recent years, the tower has attracted ghost hunters and paranormal investigators eager to explore its haunted history. Many claim to have captured evidence of the supernatural, including EVPs and unexplained phenomena during their investigations. If you're fascinated by history or the paranormal, a visit to the Tower of London is definitely a must. The blend of rich history, stunning architecture, and ghostly tales make it an unforgettable experience. Just prepare for the unexpected. You never know what you might encounter. Number 5. The Shambles York. With its narrow, cobbled pathways and its medieval architecture, the Shambles is not just a picturesque location, it's also a hotspot for paranormal activity. Join me as we delve into the eerie tales that linger within the shadows of this historic street. The Shambles dates back to the 14th century and was originally home to the butchers, with the name derived from the word shamble, meaning shelf of meat. The street is lined with timber-framed buildings that tell the stories of centuries gone by. However, with such a rich history, it should come as no surprise that many report that this street is haunted. One of the most infamous spirits said to haunt the Shambles is that of a butcher. Locals believe that the ghost of a former butcher who used to work here still roams this street, often seen still wearing his apron. Witnesses have reported feeling a sudden chill and hearing the sound of meat cleavers clanging even when the shops are closed. Another well-known apparition is that of the Lady in White. Legend has it that she was a lady that met a tragic end on the Shambles. Many have described seeing her ghostly figure wandering through the street, often accompanied by a sense of sorrow. People claim to have felt her presence, especially near the old buildings where she is said to linger. Visitors to the Shambles have reported a variety of strange occurrences. Some have captured unexplained images on their cameras, while others have experienced odd sensations like the feeling of being touched or brushed against by an unseen force. The air often feels charged, as if the spirits of the past are still very much present. The Shambles is a very popular destination for ghost tours, where guides share chilling tales of the supernatural and lead participants through the haunted streets. Many ghost hunters have also visited the Shambles, hoping to capture proof of the paranormal. Some have reported EVPs and strange anomalies in their photos, adding to the street's already ghostly reputation. Whether you're a believer in the supernatural or just curious about the history, the atmosphere of this ancient street is truly captivating. But keep your eyes open. You never know what you might encounter at the Shambles. Number 8. The Red Lion, Avebury. This pub is known for its ghostly guests, including a former landlady and her dog. With a history steeped in mystery and ghostly encounters, the Red Lion Avebury is a must-visit for thrill-seekers and history buffs alike. Let's uncover the chilling tales that lurk within its walls. The Red Lion dates back to the 16th century, making it one of the oldest inns in Wiltshire. Nestled within the ancient stone circle of Avebury, this pub has seen centuries of history, serving locals and travellers alike. But with its long history comes a host of ghostly legends. One of the most famous spirits said to haunt the Red Lion is that of a former landlady known as Mary. Legend has it that she still keeps a watchful eye over her beloved pub. Staff and patrons alike have reported seeing her apparition wandering the halls, dressed in period clothing, often accompanied by her dog. Mary isn't the only ghostly presence felt in this place. There are also tales of a ghostly child who roams the grounds of the Red Lion. Witnesses have described seeing a small figure playing in the garden, only to vanish when the child is approached. Some believe this child is linked to the ancient history of Avebury itself. Many have experienced strange occurrences, glasses moving on their own, cold spots in the air, and the feeling of being watched. Some guests have even reported hearing disembodied voices and laughter, as if the pub is alive with spirits. The Red Lion has become a hotspot for paranormal investigations. Ghost hunters have set up equipment to capture evidence of the supernatural. Some claim to have recorded EVPs, voices from beyond, guaranteed to send a chill down your spine. If you're curious about the paranormal, a visit to the Red Lion is an absolute must. Enjoy a pint, a hearty meal, and perhaps even a paranormal encounter. The pub's rich history and haunted reputation make it a fascinating stop for any adventurer. Number 7. Chillingham Castle, Northumberland. With a history that stretches back over 800 years, Chillingham Castle is one of the most haunted castles in England. The castle is steeped in tales of tragedy, battles, and of course, ghosts. Join me as we uncover the chilling stories that echo through these ancient walls. Chillingham Castle was built in the 12th century and has served as a fortress, a royal residence, and even a refuge during the English Civil War. Its turbulent past is marked by tales of sieges and executions, which have undoubtedly contributed to its reputation as a haunted site. One of the most famous spirits said to haunt Chillingham Castle is that of the White Lady. Legend has it that she was a noblewoman who met a tragic end within these walls. Visitors have reported seeing her apparition wandering through the corridors, often dressed in a long white gown. Many say she emits a sense of sorrow. But the ghostly tales don't end there. The castle is also home to the notorious torture chamber, where many were subjected to horrific fates. It's widely speculated that the spirits of those who suffered here still linger. Paranormal investigators have captured cold spots and strange noises, especially within this chilling area. Another spirit that haunts the castle is known as the Blue Boy. This ghost is said to be that of a young child who died tragically within the walls of the castle. Witnesses have claimed to have seen a small boy in blue clothing running through the corridors of the castle. Some believe he's searching for something or someone dear to him. Chillingham Castle has attracted numerous ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts over the years. Many have reported capturing EVPs, unexplained voices, and some have even experienced physical sensations, like the feeling of being touched by unseen hands. The castle's dark history seems to resonate with the supernatural. If you're intrigued by the paranormal, a visit to Chillingham Castle is an unforgettable experience. Guided ghost tours are available, giving you the chance to explore the haunted history of the castle firsthand. Just prepare for the unexpected.